So I'm the owner of a metaphysical and organic shop that is based in Jacksonville, Florida.
From that shop, you sell teas.
Yes.
How long have you had that shop?
I've had the shop 2 years, but I've been mobile. I went from my house to other people's house. I did in-home visits before now.
But the shop where you met him, correct?
Yes.
Sells teas, what else?
Teas, tonics, tinctures, other healing, spiritual healing services, such as like a Reiki where there's crystals placed on your body and you're able to balance yourself.
You sell them or you perform that service in the shop?
That one is a service that's performed.
In the shop?
Correct.
So you put crystals on your body?
I place 7 crystals down the front and center of each individual's body.
And you do that while they're lying on some sort of
on a massage table, and my hands hover over them. So that's the Reiki.
What else?
I do ayahuasca.
What is that?
Ayahuasca is a plant medicine that is used to cure depression and other mental episodes within individuals.
Okay, and where do you get this plant medicine?
Comes from different places.
Where do you get it?
So I buy it from the tribe that's in Amazon.
How do you get it delivered?
I email them, it clears customs. Since it is a shamanic practice, it is deemed a medicinal item.
It's not entirely legal.
It's not illegal.
It's not entirely legal. There's a loophole for shaman practices that can get it directly from...
How do you know about that?
I know some things. I know some things.
Okay.
Yes.
Never know. It's something new. Where did you learn all about this?
So my grandma did some services, and it's been within my family, but I also have 7 years of schooling. I have a Master's of Science in Health and Wellness.
From where?
State of Oregon. The college is American College of Healthcare Sciences.
So your grandmother did this?
Yes.
And your mom?
My mom doesn't do it. It's my father's mother.
Interesting. So did you learn from her?
Some things, and some things I've learned as I go. I have what's called intuition, so I've been able to be guided.
Well, I have intuition, too. She says I'm witchy. It's really just a combination of common sense. Sometimes it's a little witchy if you call and you're thinking about the person and the phone rings. Well, I have to tell you, Miss Bragg, sometimes you're really surprised. I'm surprised by the background that you've just described that suggests to me that you actually believe that this is a skill set that was passed down to you. You've had some training with regard to it. It doesn't sound like you're going hocus pocus mini-ocus. You know, it sounds as if there's some skill behind it. And, you know, just as with prophylactic medicines, sugar pills, people believe it and it makes them better. So sometimes it works and sometimes it's in the mind of the patient. Anyway, I'm going to come over to you for a second, Mr. Deal. You started to go to Miss Bragg's shop.
Yes, ma'am.
And what were you buying there?
First, it was like teas. Then it was like a cough type medicine for when your chest hurts. Then like I got sick, congestions and all that, so she made me a tea blend. I tried that, and then I kept getting different types of drinks, like juice type drinks. They taste good.
Taste good, and it was effective. It was one of those things that you said, I think this makes me feel better.
No, I thought they taste good.
What about the teas when you had a cough?
I tried it, didn't try it again.
Didn't?
No, I still have them in my residence.
Okay, but you kept going back to her shop.
Yes.
All right, chat, we need to talk about this woman right here because she says that she's a spiritual healer. Translation, she charges people money to throw rocks on them and vibe aggressively. Because apparently now, if I go and grab some Home Depot gravel, whisper to the universe and say, yes, your aura is dusty. That's a business, apparently. And then she claims that she pulls out crystals and puts some on people on a massage table. She's out here doing Stonehenge surgery. She's out here like, oh yes, I'm placing the crystal on your chest to align your energy. No, you're basically stoning somebody into financial ruin. And of course, she says that she has a special gift of intuition. They all say that. Every scam ever starts with, I was born with this gift. If the intuition was real, wouldn't you have known that he was going to charge back the credit card? I think the universe said, declined. She's mad because the client reversed the charges like, actually, after further reflection, I don't think these rocks cured my problems or my house. I'm sorry, but if your healing method looks like a museum gift shop exploded, I'm going to start asking questions in this situation because this is definitely not a healthcare system. This is a rock-based improv therapy. And remember, guys, if someone tells you that they can fix your life by placing minerals on your body, I think it's time to maybe run and protect your credit card. But in my opinion, I do believe that it's kind of this guy's fault at the same time because he thought by going to someone who does spiritual practices based on the training of just trust me, bro, I have a special gift of intuition. In my opinion, you kind of are going to get your money's worth. But what do you guys think?
And tell me, how did this subject of cleansing your house come up?
Just different stuff going on there.
Yeah, but what made you think that your house should have a cleansing?
She's very convincing.
No, but you seem like a smart guy. There had to be something in the air in your house. Did somebody die there?
So actually, yes. Before I got there, someone had passed.
That's what usually triggers it. And what is it that suggests to you that some of that spirit still remained? Come on.
Honestly, every once in a while, just kind of weird things happen. But it wasn't anything.
Like what?
Noises that you wouldn't.
That you couldn't explain.
Right.
Things that you couldn't explain.
You think like there's an owl, and then I go outside, look for an owl, there's no owl. And it's just, yeah, it sounds cuckoo. So I would hear stuff sometimes. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Okay. So there was a reason to have this conversation with her about cleansing.
Correct.
Okay. Do you remember when that conversation took place?
Early March.
Did she ever come to your house?
No, she never did.
How did she get your credit card?
Oh, because I provided it when I was there. I had her shop.
Okay. So you had this discussion about coming to the house and cleansing it, and she did give you a price, and you did give her your credit card.
Correct.
And what was the price?
$806.
And did you make an appointment for her?
I did, originally.
What date was she supposed to come?
It's like 2 to 4 days later.
Okay. And why didn't she come?
Because I kind of came to my senses and kind of didn't think I needed it. Didn't make sense. And then I went back to the tea scenario, and I'm like, that stuff didn't work. So why would I pay for something that when this stuff didn't work?
Okay. So she was supposed to come to your house how many days after he signed the credit card?
2 days. And it was an invoice. I have a copy. I sent an invoice and he hand keys his card in. He went back to work.
May I see the invoice? You have an invoice from her?
I don't. I just have actual.
And I also have the transaction on my cell phone that shows he had to key his card in, and I have the time he was at work. I have the text message conversation also.
Just 1 second. So he gave you $806.
Correct.
How much did you get back, sir?
$295.62.
That's not correct. Initially, that's what I refunded him when he canceled his service. But the chargeback, he charged back $510.63. He originally tried to get the full amount, even though I had already refunded him his portion.
Okay, just a second. So he got back in total $295.62. Is that what you got back, sir?
No, she originally refunded me the $295.62. That's why I called my credit card company.
Okay.
And then they refunded me the rest.
Only because after I did the cleansing for his guy friend, he told me that since the guy friend felt better and the house was fixed, he no longer needed his cleansing.
Hold on a second. What about this guy friend?
So he's the friend that introduced me to her.
Okay.
That was the one I was telling you originally.
Just a second. A friend of yours.
Yes, ma'am.
Where does he live?
He lives at his place.
Okay. He doesn't come to your place?
Yeah, he does every once in a while, yes, ma'am.
So he comes to your place for what?
Just hang out with friends.
Okay. Does he ever stay there?
He has before, yes, ma'am.
Does he do currently?
No, ma'am.
Stay there? And so he was a friend of yours. How did a friend of yours become involved with her?
He's the one that originally introduced me to her.
Oh, fine. So he introduced you to her.
Correct.
And what does your $806 have to do with your friend?
Because she's stating that I paid for his service and my service, which I didn't. I was under the impression I was paying for my service.
I have the text messages.
Shh, just a second. Well, what's removal and protection? What is that, madam?
That is, Andrew, the defendant was supposed to get a removal and protection, and his guy friend was supposed to get a removal and protection.
Well, that's what I thought. Because one says 2, and one says 1 home cleaning, which was
the friend's house.
Friend's house, not yours.
Correct.
Okay. Is there any reason why you paid for your friend?
No, ma'am. I was under the impression I was paying for mine. And then when
have
I
the
canceled
text
mine,
May I see it, please? Okay, you actually went to his friend's house.
Correct.
Okay, and that was $275.
For the friend, it was $510.63 because the friend also got a person cleansing.
Well, that has nothing to do with him.
That's what's included in his charge.
The return policy, was this put on before or after the return policy?
It's always been there.
Okay, but this was there because you did, in fact, refund $295.
Correct, but I let him know I was making an exception. I also have the policy that's posted within the store.
You never went to his place?
No, I never went to the defendant's house.
Okay, and you did go to his friend's house?
Yes, I did a house cleansing and I did the protection and removal on the friend. So I did 2 services at his house.
And tell me why you believe that he had agreed to pay for his friends.
Because I have the text message history that shows that. He came into the office. When he presented on March the 18th, his friend came with a gun in a box, and the defendant showed up with visible scratches and a bloodshot eye. I thought to treat what I physically saw, but then the client explained what was going on. This is how the house cleansing came about. It's because the client was having a mental episode and was telling me that they were in bed the night before and he saw spirits on the defendant.
Who told you that? He did or
The
his friend?
client. This is how
client.
the cleansing was initially set up. They both showed up to the office and the client had a gun in a box. And I began to try to talk him out of the situation. And the client said, you know, I was going to kill him last night. We were in bed and I saw spirits on him. This is why I went to clean the client's house first, was because he was the one who was having the most obvious things going on mentally.
Okay.
Okay, folks, this is getting a little bit weird. I mean, this man literally says that he felt weird stuff were going on in his house because apparently the vibes are now legally admissible evidence in the situation. And he's like, well, before I moved in, you know, someone had passed away here and sometimes I hear noises. I'm like, dude, that's called pretty much any house. I mean, houses make noises, wood expands, pipes knock, and the AC goes badinga-doingo at 3 a.m. That does not mean that Casper's in the guest bedroom paying rent. And instead of calling, I don't know, maybe an electrician or a plumber to see if maybe something's going on, he goes, well, let me call that crystal lady. And the best part about this is that he decides to cancel because the tea that she gave him for a cough wasn't working. He's like, maybe I should do a return on this whole, you know, spiritual house cleansing. I'm like, dude, what did you think was going to happen in this situation? The ghost was going to be like, ah, yes, chamomile, I have to leave now in this house. So he cancels the house cleansing last minute because he realizes that she probably wouldn't do anything in the situation. Congratulations. You've unlocked level 1 critical thinking, my friend. But here's the kicker of this whole situation. She only gives him partial the refund back, even though she never went to his dang house. That's like ordering DoorDash. They cancel the order and they still charge you because, yeah, the vibes were prepared already before I was going to come in and cleanse your house. And then the thing that's really strange is that she's like, well, actually, he agreed to pay for his house and his friend's house. Why are we cleansing each other's houses like it's a group discount? What is this? Buy one haunting, get one free? I mean, this is weird, guys. Why does your friend need a cleansing? But the strange thing about this is that when she talks about the whole gun in a box situation and how he was going to do all these crazy things and it was a whole mental case situation, she thought, well, I must bring my crystal rocks to your house to fix this. And nobody thought to maybe call a healthcare professional, maybe even a psychiatrist, maybe someone who could diagnose a problem here. Because, you know, when you think about a gun and a potential danger, everyone, obviously the right answer is to just, I don't know, throw rocks at the situation. I mean, guys, you can't make this stuff up.
Okay, what else?
So I booked the appointment for that, and I'm asking to do the consult, which it says on the website. None of these services can be booked without a consult. I must talk face-to-face with you, and you must okay it. So the defendant had to go back to work. He went to work. I proceeded to have the consult with the client, and we set up the appointment for me to come out and cleanse. So as I'm cleansing the house, and I do the protection and everything,
Yeah,
when
but
I'm
you
done,
haven't been paid yet by anybody.
he paid the invoice later on that day. The text message history shows me showing him a preview of the invoice and asking him.
He paid it after his friend's premises and person were cleansed.
Before. I had to do a consult. So during the consult, I sent the defendant the preview of the invoice asking, is this okay? Is this what you want?
Yeah, and he replied, I won't be available. I'm working, but he will be ready for you.
Yes.
For his place, and all I can come to you one this afternoon or so for my thing, then the apartment you can do mine, or he might be able to take you to my place after you're done with his.
Correct.
So it's clear from that, sir, that this was something that you and your friend together were doing.
No, so what she just stated before, I knew nothing of that.
Of what?
The incident or her and him talking about seeing what
I don't know whether
goes.
she listen.
Right.
I don't know. Your friend brought you there because evidently there had been an episode.
He had me come there
Your friend brought you there
afterwards. Yes,
because
ma'am.
there had been an episode. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And clearly from this, that episode was the reason that she was going to your friend's house.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were present when the episode happened.
No, I was present when the episode happened.
When the episode with your friend that brought him to her happened with a gun in a box.
No, ma'am. I don't know anything about gun in the box. This is the first time I'm hearing from that on her saying that.
Were you with your friend when you initially went to see her that day about the cleansing? Were you with your friend?
I came that afternoon and met them, yes.
You were there with him
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the same place. The three of you were
Yes,
there
ma'am.
together.
Yes, ma'am.
Did he have a box with him?
No, ma'am. I don't know any of that. That's what I'm saying. This is the first
I'm just
I'm here.
asking you whether he had a box with him.
No, ma'am. Not that I know of.
The box was inside of a black backpack. They both came in the door together. He had visible scratches and everything. And I asked him, was he going to go to work looking like that? Like, what happened? You're going to go present yourself like this at work? Because he works at a car dealership.
How'd you get the scratches on you?
Bickering, fighting, going back and forth.
With whom? With your
him.
friend?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Was the entire 806 returned to you?
Not initially. It was later on when she gave the initial for mine, and then the disputed one came back. Yes, ma'am. The 510.
All the charges were reversed.
Initially. So what happened was
But then it was ultimately reversed.
Yes.
The entire 80625.
Yes.
Okay, unpaid service, lost wages. What lost wages did you have?
My shop is family owned. I am the only owner. So when I'm not there, nobody can be there because I'm the master herbalist
I
and I
understand
take
that, but
care
you're
of
getting
everything.
paid for being out. You're getting your 806. There's no question in my mind that you've earned it and that he's not being 100% honest with me.
Yes. So
Okay.
inside of that is
Okay.
also punitive damages and emotional distress because this was a case of fraud. He initially charged back the whole $810 and he knew he had already been refunded 30 days prior. He waited a whole month from the date of this service and filed a chargeback. That was fraudulent
I
activity.
deny, Your Honor.
I have the original report
Just
that
a second,
shows the day
just-
he did it.
Listen to me. You're out 806.
Correct.
That's what you're getting from him because you're entitled to it.
And then what about my emotional distress? This is my second year in business.
Well, you're in business, so I guarantee you, if you've been in business for 2 years, that you have a clientele, that you continue to serve your clientele. There's no indication that he has posted anything defamatory about you that's not alleged in your complaint.
Correct, because I haven't went looking.
So obviously, I don't understand the whole crystal rock healing situation. I don't get it. Do I believe it? Probably not. But I have to say something. This woman here clearly runs a business, and I don't believe it's a scam. I mean, yeah, you may be paying for something, and it may not do anything for you, but she's not doing it and not believing that she's actually healing. She actually believes that she's doing these things. And this guy over here just thought, well, I'm just going to hire her and, see how it goes. But the big elephant in the room of this whole situation is that this dude paid for the service and thought, I'm going to get some healing. But then claims that he never knew about any of the situation. But I don't understand how he could even claim that when he has freaking scratches all over his face and then says, I got these scratches from my friend who's having a mental health episode, and I got them because we were bickering. Dude, I don't know what planet you are from. You do not, as a grown-ass man, get scratches on your face from bickering with one of your friends. I mean, let's just be real here, guys. I mean, women will go get long nails and they won't even have scratches after bickering with each other. I think that this whole situation is this. She deserves the money, although I don't believe what she's doing is really helping anybody. But you know, it's her business and I believe that she can go and do it. But this guy over here is just lying out of his teeth and just, I don't even know. I think he had buyer's remorse in the situation. But that's my take, guys. What do you think so far?
But that
Well,
was enough.
that
Damaged
has
my
not-
reputation. My company, my registered company, will no longer allow me to get hardware on credit because of this chargeback.
I don't know that. Do you have proof of that?
I can pull it up. I've only been in a brick and mortar shop for 2 years, so what he did damaged my reputation with the actual company. They won't give me any more credit because he filed a chargeback.
Well, in any event, this is what you're going to do with. Are you listening to me, Ms. Bragg?
Yes.
This is what you're going to do. You're going to take a copy of this judgment and send it to this particular credit card company and say that you've been to small claims court, you sued him, the judge found in your favor, return the $806.25, establishing that he was wrong for getting his money back. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Okay. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $806.25. We're finished here. Thank you.
This court is adjourned.
I don't really know what to say. I felt like she was making up stuff as she went along.
I'm very happy with the judgment. She saw straight through the defendant's lies.
It just doesn't make sense. I came kind of to my senses and didn't want to deal with it.
Just moving forward in life, we all need to learn. When we pay for a service, the person needs to be paid. And if you're dissatisfied, you need to communicate that.
Honestly, I think the whole thing is just a whole bunch of made up stuff people want to do and try to get money off it.
Lying gets us nowhere in the long run.
She gets the money, which I think is well deserved in this situation. But the thing that's so wild to me is that this guy thought, hey, I decided that I think this is just a fake thing and I don't agree with it. And she's just trying to do this fake thing to get money out of people. But I'm like, dude, you went to her establishment and bought teas and kept going back and buying teas and then claimed that they weren't working, but you continued buying them because you thought they tasted good. I mean, let's just be real here. This guy is clearly lying and is probably the scam artist himself. Now, I don't, ascribe to the idea that you could throw rocks on somebody and then heal all their trauma, but that's her business. And if you choose to hire her for something, it's your fault. I mean, it's your fault if you decide that you don't want to do it, you're not happy with it, because it's within your own discretion to use your money how you want to. So in my opinion, I think that this guy definitely does have to pay the money back. I think it's his fault. He shouldn't have charged back his credit card. And I do believe that maybe she would actually deserve to get some sort of compensation for, the damages to her business because she can't get credit apparently. So I want to know your thoughts on this case, guys. Do you believe that this is a legitimate thing? Do you think that, have you ever been healed by rocks and crystals? I want to know. Let me know in the comments down below.